stats. He's right. Got it right here. What was your answer? Just to see the stats. Hi, I'm Peter Cook. And I'm Noah Buchholz. And I'm Allie Bloom. We are ASL lecturers here at Princeton University. Today, the three of us are going to be playing a game to see how well we know each other. They know what my answer will be. Are you ready? What is the most annoying stereotype about deaf people? I have an answer. The fact that we're late all the time. People stereotyping us as always being late, following deaf standard time. I think the stereotype that deaf people are not literate, are not able to read and write well. My case was that often principal will say to me, are you able to read this? And then just start talking and talking and talking without looking at other communication options. All right, this is a hard one. When I work at night, for example, if I'm grading papers, what kind of snack do I like to eat? You have a lot of purchases in Starburst on your office desk. He's right. Got it right here. What was your answer? Just to see this says. What is my go-to ASL slang word or phrase? Oh, I know it. I'm nosy. It's that one. I'm nosy. Oops, maybe it's that. I'm actually not sure. I know for sure Peter's is far out. But for me, maybe charm or VV or that's so cool. I'm not really sure. How about you, Noah? I think mine is, oh man. I say that a lot. B. If I could teach anywhere in the world for one semester, where would I choose? Anywhere in the world?
What do you mean?
Anywhere in the world. Europe. I'm going to say England. Why England? And Allie horses. Allie likes horses, and they have them there. My answer would be in a barn. In a barn. In a horse barn. You're close, Noah. That's great. Do you like this? Okay. What was my experience like growing up as a deaf person? I knew you grew up in a hearing family. Mm-hmm. And you went to a school for the deaf, and then you transferred to a mainstream school, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, you're giving her history. That's the question. Okay. Emotions. It can be about emotions, that's fine. I think maybe it was hard to communicate, and then when you were able to learn to sign, maybe some of your family members learned to sign, and then you were able to become more yourself. Yeah. Lucky enough, my family does know some ASL. I grew up going to a school for the deaf until high school, and then I transferred to a mainstream setting with an interpreter for the first time. And I have gone back and forth between both worlds ever since. That's how I met you, and that's how I got to where I am now. And you're right, Allie, most hearing families don't know sign language, so you're very blessed. Yeah, I had a very strong identity as a deaf person growing up. What is one thing I cannot live without? Your family. Wow, that was a nice job. There's no chance you're getting this. He arrives to work, he always has his bag. That's a good answer. Not your bag. Without my bag. Who's my deaf model? Your mom. Ooh. Same answer, Allie. Who is your deaf role model? Or maybe it's Peter. Oh. I know that you love literature. Just trying to think about who it could possibly be.
Okay.
Art Marles, a deaf performer and poet during the 40s, had a huge influence on students. And though maybe not even that specific person, but folks in that group. That was a good one too. That was a good one, Allie, but it wasn't what I was thinking. I was watching Peter's work. I always admired it. I still admire Peter. My favorite book about deaf culture. This is a hard one. Oh, that's a good question. Deaf Utopia? Oh, I actually haven't read that one yet, but I should. When the Mind Hears? That's also a very good book, but it's not the one I was thinking. I was thinking Seeing Voices by Oliver Sacks. That's a hearing author, but he wrote his perspective about deaf culture. And I think that's probably the first time I read a book and was just completely enthralled and got into deaf studies. That was back when I was in high school. And I really was very much focused on deaf studies, and it was a great book. Kind of ironic that it's written by a hearing person, but very cool. Last question. What is my biggest pet peeve about teaching? Really into teaching? Maybe students who arrive late to class. That's a good one. Maybe students not doing their for class. That's a good one. That wasn't what I was thinking. I actually was thinking when students are on their phone or on their laptops in class and are not engaged during ASL class. I agree. I agree. Which famous deaf person would I love to have a meal with? Can they be dead or alive? It doesn't say. But I'm open to that. A deaf person. A famous deaf person. No. Is that your answer? Maybe Laurent Claire. Ooh. Patrick Graybill? That's a good guess. Patrick Graybill. Well, there you go. Instructor. Okay, all right. But Laurent Claire, that's close. Claire definitely represented the French deaf community at that time. I would like to have a meal with the French deaf community during that time in the 18th century. And that group of individuals, I would like to have a meal with them. I can't think of an individual person. Maybe going to one of the Deaf Paris banquets. Yeah, that's great. What is the best excuse I've ever heard for someone being late or missing class? I bet it was something strange. Let me think. It says the best. Maybe they went to a deaf event and they stayed all night talking with all of the deaf people and they were so tired. That's almost it. Actually, no, that's almost it. Most of the time, students will say, when they get to class, they'll say, I saw a deaf person. Tell them I have to go, but it's a deaf person. Did you know? I always laugh a little bit. And I'm like, I guess they've studied deaf culture. That's a good sign. That was a good excuse. What's my favorite way to relax on the weekend after teaching? There's a lot of ways I can relax. No, said, I know what it is. Doing something with wine, studying wine. I know you are a wine connoisseur. That was actually one of my favorites. I have many. Spending time with your family, doing CrossFit, walking your dog, and watching. Wow, they are right. What is one thing I wish students knew about me? That if they came up to have a chat with you, you'd be more than happy to engage. And that you like what students are yeah. No wins. What is the most unexpected thing or strangest thing in my office? You have like a and every time I'm staring at this mirror so that you can see all this stuff. I second that. That's just practical. You're right, it does go along with that culture to be able to see who's coming up from behind you. I think it's my wind up this world that's around. No, I like my. This is the last one. Okay. This is my name, Peter. My name signed Peter. What is the story behind that? You talked about this in the ASL Slam last weekend. I know previously it was PC, and then in Europe they gave you the name St. Peter. I think because you have a ponytail. Sometimes you had a ponytail. And then when you came back, you started using that as your name sign. You are correct. They are both correct. That's exactly what you know me so well. That's better, Alex. Okay.